Okay, assalamualaikum and good evening. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you basic Windows console commands. Okay, so basically, if you trace back the history before, the first operating system that was when the computer was first introduced was using command line interface, meaning when you switch on your computer, this is the only thing that you will see. No mouse, no icons, no cursor, no folders, and so on. So this was the very first computer used before the operating system. So until now, DOS command is still relevant because in the event that you want to retrieve files without the overhead of your graphics, so this is very useful. And also in the event that your operating system fails or you want to recover files faster, so you can use this one. Okay. So there are several definition of terms here such as dir, mkdir, md. Actually, there's more. CD, we have rename, and so on. So I forgot to include that. Okay, so let's start first with the directory command. So basically, the directory command is to view the content of a directory. So directory in CLI is equivalent to folder now. Okay. So for instance, so the syntax is simple. If you want to know the help on how to use it, just type dir/? So right now my directory is in C, but if you type cmd, sorry, to open, by the way, command interface, follow this. Windows R, sorry, not Control R, Windows R. So this is wrong actually. So let me edit this. It's supposed to be Windows plus R. And let me delete this. Okay, sorry. Okay, so type Windows R and cmd, or let me exit this one. You can just type command here. That should be okay also. Alright, so let's do the dir command. So by default, when I open my directory, it goes to C users, the username. So this is actually equivalent to here. I'm actually in C users, Mikael. So if I type dir, I'll be able to see the content of the files. Or the folder, sorry. Alright. So if you type dir/? So you will see here what we call the switches that will allow you to use it depending on how you want to use it. Like for instance, you want to list the files in sorted order by name, or pause after each screen full of information, or display the owner of the file. So dir/q. You can see the owner of the file here. So to clear screen, by the way, I didn't include it. Type cls. Alright, so it's simple to use dir command with switches, so you can just study this. Okay, so let's say next command is make a directory or make a folder. Okay, so the syntax is very simple. So you can use either md or mkdir. So to create a folder, you just simply type md followed by the folder name. So take note, don't put spaces or else it will create separate folder. Like for instance, if you type md folder space name, it will create two folders, folder and name. You can use underscore if you want. So let's say, okay, I'm here, dir. So let's say I'll enter documents, cd documents, dir. Okay, so I'm in C, users, Mikael, documents. Just to compare where we are right now. Okay, side by side. So if I want to create a folder here, okay, so let's say I want to create a folder here, I'll just type here. You will see it appear, the folder here, md my folder. Okay, you see it appeared sini, my folder. So if you want to create multiple folders at the same time, you can just separate it by space. So it's actually easier than GUI. So let's say I want to create 3 folders. This time I'll try mkdir, folder 1, folder 2, and folder 3. So you see it created folder 1, folder 2, and folder 3. Okay. So if you want to rename a folder, you just type the syntax is rename, R-A-N, the folder you want to rename, and the new name of that folder. Like for instance, you want to rename folder 1 to my folder. So in this case, I'm going to rename my folder to folder 4. So let's say clear screen dulu. REN, or rename, my folder, folder 4. So you notice, it took Arsuda the name from my folder to folder 4. So if you want to delete a directory, it's really simple. Just simply rmdir or remove directory, the folder, for single folder deletion. Or you can use the 3 multiple folder deletion jua. So let's say here, I'll delete the folder that we have created. So let's say rmdir folder 1, or I can delete folder 2, folder 3, and folder 4 at the same time. Gone. So that's how simple it is to delete folder. Okay. Alright, so in some cases that the folder contains files, it may not allow you to delete it. So you need to add some switches. So let's say, okay, let's say for instance, I want to delete, let me open this dulu. Let me save it dulu. Okay. So let's say I want to delete, I'll copy this into another folder, name, my files, like that. So let's say I want to delete my files, rmdir, my files. Okay, it says the directory is not empty. It doesn't allow you to delete it like that. So you need to add some switches. So if you take a look at the switches, question mark, okay, so you can add a /s switch to delete all its content. So rmdir /s my files, and then it will ask you whether you want to continue. So yes. So that's it. I deleted the files including its content using command prompt. Okay, now let's go to changing the directory. So by default, I'm in cd users Mikael and documents. Okay, I'll exit lagi. So cd dot is to exit a folder. So let's say I want to enter another folder here. For instance, I want to enter downloads. So I can just type cd downloads, the name of the folder. So it's not case sensitive. So now my directory changed from C users Mikael to C users Mikael downloads. I'm inside the download folder. So if I type delete, dir, so you can see here the content of my download. Okay. Okay. So you can also use commands to delete files. I think I have covered it later, Arang. Sorry, I will cover it later. So I can type directory, exe, view all the exe files only. Or I can type dir, all JPEG files. So there are no JPEG files. So this switch allows you to revise your search. Meaning, dir only search all files. However, if you're looking for specific file extension only, like for instance, you want all pictures, so JPG or PNG. Or if you're looking for documents, DOCX. So those are switches, file directory filters that you can apply. Okay. So the syntax are all here. You can practice. There's no harm in doing it. Okay. So for instance, like you want to enter another partition. What do you mean by partition? Partition or drive letter. So when you open your computer for the first time, when you open your computer Punya Explorer, you can see here, your drive letter by default is C. I have multiple drive letters here. I repartition my hard drive. So when you pasang your pen drive, it will it will be assigned with another letter. So you know how the alphabet works. But there's a limit to partition sadya. So right now I have D, E, F. So let's say I want to go to F or E or D. So how do I do that? So it's just basically you just need to type the drive letter to enter the letter followed by the colon. So let's say I want to enter F command, F partition, sorry. So let's say F. So now I'm inside F. So here I can just view the content using dir, right? I can enter photos, dir again to see the content. I can exit that one using cd dot dot. So if I want to pin that to another drive letter, so let's say E or D or C, I can go type sadya E, then dir again, or D, or I want to go back to C. That's it. So it's very simple to move from one directory to another. Okay, so to exit a directory I've shown earlier, just type cd dot dot. Okay, now let's go to the clipboard command. So for this one, we're gonna do some demonstrations. Let me pause it first to prepare the files. Alright, so for the demonstration, I have created a folder in documents named folder 1 and folder 2. Folder 1 has two files, a folder which is named files and a text file named test. In folder 2, it's empty. So basically the scenario is I'm gonna perform some copy commands and move commands. So move is basically cut and paste. So first thing I will do is copy test.txt inside files and also folder number 2, which is outside folder number 1. Okay, so it's very important to you that you know the directory punya path of the destination file. Okay, so to copy, so this we will be using this switches karang /s and /e. This applies to directories only. Okay, so if you notice, to copy a file, just simply type xcopy, the name of the file including the extension, so if it's txt, docx, or png, to the destination. So for instance, I need to go to documents because that's where the folder is. Okay, so I need to masok folder 1, cd folder 1, dir. Okay, I have files and test.txt here. So first scenario, I'm going to copy test.txt inside the same folder, which is files, which is inside folder 1. So I will just simply type xcopy test.txt folder 1. So what's gonna happen, you will copy test.txt to the folder 1, which is also inside, files. It will copy test.txt to the folder name files inside folder 1. So I type enter. So if I masok cd files, you will see the content is there sudah. In the GUI pun, you will see it here. It's already inside, right? So now, if I want to copy test.txt to the folder outside folder 1, I need to specify the location of folder 2, which is C users Mikael document folder 2. So I'll exit here first. Okay, again, dir. So I want to copy test.txt to folder 2. So clear screen. So X copy test.txt to the destination, which is C users Mikael. It's gonna be panjang po lang. And then finally folder 2. So now, this is a good idea if you want to back up your files into another directory. Let's say you plugged in an external drive or a pen drive, just replace it with the drive letter and the folder that you want to create. I'll just execute this first. Okay, so now I copied it to folder 2. So let's say if you want to copy files faster, let's say this one you're copying one file sadya, right? So you can just simply, let's say, xcopy /s/e. If you take a look here, /s and /e copies even the empty and non-empty directories. And then all files to the destination that I want, let's say D, like that. So let's say D is your backup, your pen drive, and so on. So this is a faster way of backing up. Eventually, you'll get used to it. Just practice and practice. Okay, so now that's for the copy. We also need to copy a folder to its another destination. Okay, so let's say I want to copy folder 2, folder 1 to my other drive, which is, let's say, E. I don't have backup here. Sini, F backup. Okay. So let's say I want to copy the files folder to F backup. So X copy /s/e, meaning all contents will be copied, including directory niya, to F/backup. And you see, I copied the contents now here. So it's very useful for backing up. Okay, last is moving a file. So if you want copy, it only creates a copy, but move means you're totally gonna cut and paste it to another directory. So let's say I want to enter folder 2. Sorry. So I want to move folder 2 to F backup. So I'll just simply type move. Okay, let's take a look at the switches here. Okay, move folder 2 to F backup. Okay, access denied. Because I need to run this as administrator actually. So let me try it again, running it as administrator. Exit, close. Okay. So I'll go back to the directory earlier. CD users, CD Mikael, CD documents. Okay. So I will move folder 2 to F backup. Move folder 2 to F backup. I think I need to have some extensions. Okay. Okay. I think I have restriction on my hard drive. Okay. If you take a look here, it's only read only. That's why I cannot do it. So I'll just move a file sadya. Um, folder 2 test.txt. I will move it here. So I'll delete this first. So you'll see. Okay, I will move it here using the command ito. So let me try again. CLS move. I need to enter folder 2 dulu. Folder 2. So, okay. So I will move test.txt, okay, to F, back up. Okay. So it's gone here and it's now here. Okay, so that's it for the basic DOS command. So I hope you guys learned something from here. So it's a starting point. Eventually you'll get used to it and you will explore different commands. So there's a lot of Windows commands that you can practice. Okay, exit.